Hi, everyone. So while many different ambiguity resolution theories are out there, they do not always work cross-linguistically. For example, Kırkıcı and Mitchell pointed out that while according to late closure, the RC should be attached to MP2, but the majority of Spanish speakers in their experiment preferred the RC to be attached to MP1. Kırkıcı points out that Turkish attachment preferences cannot be explained by these theories either. The consensus on Turkish is that the preferences depended on the semantic relations between the noun and the verb. Keeping that in mind, some cases might help us understand the parsing in Turkish. For this thesis, we looked at how modifiers affect preferences in ambiguous conditions. Our hypothesis is based on a German study where locality effects rise when the distance between the noun and the relative clause verb is increased. And it makes the processing of the RC verb more difficult, and this may further lead to the increased preference of one noun over the other. Our experiment was composed of 56 sentences and 40 filler sentences with 6 conditions. 3 of those conditions have modifiers preceding the second noun, 3 of them do not. 2 of the 6 conditions are ambiguous, 2 of them require MP1 attachment, and the other 2 NP2 attachment. You can see an example here. Our experiment was conducted as a self-paced reading task. At the end of each sentence, the participants were presented with a 2 alternative first choice task with the attachment sets. The experiment was run by the participants due to the pandemic, and we used IBEX form developed by Alex Drummond. This figure shows the percentage points of MP1 attachment preferences in all of the conditions. There are not large differences between any of the attachment cases, but we do see a relatively bigger MP1 attachment in the ambiguous condition, just like we predicted. So MP1 attachment in the complex MP2 condition is 8 percentage points higher than it is in the simple MP2 condition. There's almost no difference in the MP1 attachment between the simple and complex MP2 structures. So this figure shows us the reading times analysis of the experiment. In the reading times of the complex sentences, only in the MP2 attachment condition we see an increase, and it is by 25 milliseconds at the adjective and 52 milliseconds at the remainder verb. And the slowdown is most likely due to reanalysis. And other than that, there are no striking slowdowns anywhere. Although more research and evidence are needed, we showed that Turkish speakers might determine their strategies based on the syntactic properties of the current sentence. Memory overload and consequent locality effects can also play a role in attachment when a modifier is present. So thank you so much.